Yes, you read that right. Who are the top 5 aura farmers in Naruto? Now, before we discuss who are the top 5 aura farmers, we have to discuss what is aura. Now, the cool thing about aura is it kind of don't have a definition, and you can't say exactly what it is. It's kind of just something you feel. It mostly has to do with people trying to look cool or badass, or they're just striking a pose like they're trying to go viral on the gram. For example, let's look at the MCU. Let's look at Thanos. After he attacked the Avengers headquarters, he was just sitting down, waiting for Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man to see him. He was just sitting down, waiting. Nobody was looking at the man. He just wanted an aura farm. He was gonna sit there, looking cool, looking stoic, looking mysterious until somebody was actually, yo, bro, what are you doing? Like, that's what aura farmers, they're attention seekers, man. It's like, bro, why are you doing that? You do not need to do that right now. And another example, the main culprit in honestly all the anime is Piccolo, the aura farmer. Piccolo will show up, save somebody, and then just pose until the camera pans to him. He want to make sure we see the fit because his cape is going to be blown in the wind. He going to have his cap on, and so everybody notices it's Piccolo. And then he throws it off like, yes, Piccolo, we see the fit. Piccolo is an aura farmer. Another example will be Killua because, dog, why are you standing up on a horse? Not necessary. You want somebody to notice you. You're aura farming. Now that you basically know what it is, let's get into the top 5. Starting at number 5, Gaara. Now, you may not suspect Gaara of being an aura farmer because for like most of part 1 of Naruto, he didn't really care about that. He was just all to himself. But that doesn't mean he didn't have some, oh yeah, I hope somebody noticed me, I'm trying to go viral on Twitter stances. Because, dog, his first appearance, he just shows up, standing upside down on a tree, looking all calm with his arms crossed. You're aura farming, buddy. Because you gain nothing from showing up like that, standing upside down with your arms crossed. You just wanted to appear cool. And then, instead of walking down there like a normal person, you decide to teleport. You decide to body flicker down there just to look even more badass. Now, I respect it. This scene was cold, but you're aura farming. And Gaara is fully aware of the fact that he be aura farming. Because in the tuning exams, the second stage, the Forest of Death, when they completed the exam, he made sure to look back at the camera like, yo, 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 yo. Did y'all see that? He wanted to make sure they knew how fast he did it because he's doing it all for clout. Want to know what else he does for clout? Fights with his arms crossed. People may not know this, but Gaara knows taijutsu. He can throw hands. Now, am I saying you should throw hands rather than use your sand? No, absolutely not. But the fact that you just have your arms crossed the whole time, even when people are throwing haymakers in your face, you're fiending. Like, this man was raining down thousands of needles on him. Gaara blocks it perfectly fine, and he's just cool, chilling in his cocoon. Arms folded, blank face, not caring. Like, yo, these aura farmers are getting out of hand, man. Like, between Piccolo and Gaara, them just having a blank face while they're doing what they do, that adds to it. Because you like, oh, he mean business. But it don't stop here, because he begins to sand burial them, right? Catches them with the sand. Starts to levitate them in the air. Picks up his umbrella. The enemy's umbrella. Uses sand burial. And then blocks the enemy's blood with his umbrella. Gaara, your automatic sand order protected you, but instead you decided to flex and hold the umbrella, trying to go viral on the gram. Hashtag umbrella. Hashtag not a drop on me. I respect it, but you're aura farming. And the dangerous thing about these type of people is they don't care time, place, situation. If they want to bust a move, they gonna bust a move because in the tuning exam preliminary finals, dog, everybody was worried about who's gonna fight next. The TV Scantron screen, it just announced the fighters. Matter of fact, Gaara went down there before his name was announced. Teleported down there. Don't keep me waiting. Like, bro, we wasn't announced yet. There's not a race to get down there. This is not Steal the Bacon. The fight starts and there you have Rock Lee noticing, yo, he's not moving a muscle. When Gaara knows he can, because one, like I said, he knows taijutsu, and for two, it just helps like with better control. Like in the war arc, when trying to move the meteor and stuff, he was using his arm, so it clearly helps to a degree. He just didn't care at that point in time. Part 1 Gara, not only was he a savage, he was going to go viral on you. And remember what I said about they don't care about the time or place. A aura farmer will aura farm anywhere. They will plant their seed so it can grow into a field in a farm anywhere, because Rock Lee is getting carried off on a stretcher. That doesn't stop Gara from teleporting back up to where he was standing before the battle started without a scratch on him, looking all cool. Even when he showed up to save Lee in the Sasuke retrieval arc, he had his iconic arms folded pose. When he showed up, when he was the Kazekage and he showed up to fight the Akatsuki, when he showed up to fight the Dira, he had his arms folded. He might like be the most iconic arms folded person in history. That might really be his pose. Gara, you have aura. Not to mention, he has a moon picture. If you have a moon picture, you're already a nominee for the Aura Hall of Fame. Gara, you're certified. You're solidified. You have aura, my boy. But to really hammer home the aura he has, we have to show some of his quotes, because having aura because your looks and appearance is one thing, but if you have quotables, you in a different breed because you got bars. And Gara, he got some quotes that really hit home. If love is just a word, then why does it hurt so much when you realize it isn't there? That's something that really makes you think, man, because he spit and really think about it. Then he got, it doesn't bleed, but I've been having a lot of pain around here. Like, that's just one of those lines that make you say, damn, he been going through it. If this was an Instagram post after you broke up with somebody, everybody will assume you're in your feelings, because that is a bar. And at number 4, I feel wrong even putting this guy here, but it is Madara Uchiha. Like, Madara is so raw. People assume he's just a hype beast and doesn't have good writing, when he actually has fantastic writing, but that's how much aura farming and rawness and just swag he exudes. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, the top 4 is low-key interchangeable. Like, I know they're ordered, but look at Madara's first canonical appearance. He's just showing up, his name is the only thing on the panel, the sun is beaming, glistening behind him. Like, Madara's nuts. Madara is one of the few people that is like canonically an aura farmer. He's legit, stated on the record by himself, he's a show-off. We talking about a guy that allowed himself to get hit by an attack just so he can show off the fact that he got Hashirama on his chest. And then he just looked at them, showing it off, wanted everybody to see. It's like, you know, when we was in school and somebody's parents finally let them get a tattoo, so then they show up to school the next day, no matter the weather, it could be 30 degrees outside, they're going to show up in something that reveals their sleeve, or like you can see their forearm where the tattoo is. Or somebody who posts online when they just got a tattoo and they make sure we see the tat, and then their caption has something to do with their tat, like, we see it, man, congrats. But other than that, look at this pose Madara hit mid-war. What is the scenario in a war where you ever need to take an off-guard photo like that? Taking an off-guard photo mid-war is crazy. Kishimoto just couldn't wait to get Madara into the story, because he was only around for like, what, a little over 100 chapters, and he has so many iconic panels. And then, oh my god, that scene of him staring down the Bijou is one of the most raw one-man army flicks ever. And luckily, since aura farming doesn't have like a set definition, I can use panels like this, because to me, an aura farming panel is like when an author is trying their hardest to make you look cool, make you look raw, and show that you're built different. And that panel, this scene right here, proves it. But y'all, the manga version is even better. Because in the manga, we can see somebody behind Madara, and he's afraid to attack him. Madara's back is turned, and this man is afraid because of Madara's aura. And for some reason, Madara's hair is always blowing in the wind. It could not have been that windy on that night. And of course, Madara has a moon picture. He's officially stamped, officially certified, the aura farmer. And to me, part of your aura is your one-liners, is some of your quotes, and Madara got some quotables. While speaking to Kabuto, a man that literally brought him back to life and made modifications to him, Madara had the nerve to say, "Oh, don't be mistaken, this is not power of your creation. That's a bar. And of course, what will you do about the second one, Onoki? That is one of the most iconic, yeah, what now lines ever. Would you like these clones to use Susano or not? Another flex aura bar. Do you want to dance? Like, that's just so elegant to say to somebody. I'd be saying that in all types of situations. But this one right here, this one really hits home because your boy be going through it sometimes. So when Madara said, I'd be lying if I said things are going according to my plan, but beggars can't be choosers. That hits. That's Madara got some deep philosophical lines, man. And then of course, wake up to reality. That quote, that soliloquy, that speech he gave Obito is just full of life gems. Is it possible to have aura without quotes? Absolutely. But having quotes and one-liners that really stick with people, that's when you're officially certified to be. And at number 3, not gonna lie, much like Madara, this man could easily be number 1. We got Pain. Because some of his panels, oh my god. Kishimoto be playing favorites because there's no reason one man should have this many panels where he just looks like the most coldest anime character in history. Panel is so raw, it looks fire in the colored version, in the black and white version, in the anime version. But what Pain is really king of is the squad flicks. Because whenever this man has somebody else in their panel other than Yivapath with him, they all eat. This is the coldest Konan has ever looked. Do you see her? Like she got the Instagram let me do something with my hands pose. And then Pain, he's just Jesus Christ. Pain, he's truly mastered the art of, even though there's multiple people in this flick with me, we all gonna look elite. Like the way they're just all standing there, you can tell they know this is an off-guard photo. But even if they're prepared for it, they will pose. When he showed up for Jiraiya for the first time, all 6 paths, they buzz up pose. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to take a picture and like strike a pose without it feeling a bit awkward. That's why most people opt for off-guard photos, because it just raises your aura, it makes your mystique go higher. But Pain, oh no, he will buzz a pose and it will look raw. Like, I really wish I had Pain's mindset, because like, if I post an off-guard photo or like a photo where I look nonchalant, it's just cool, it's a photo. But if I'm striking a pose in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh man, I hope people don't think this is cringe. Pain do not care. Like, look when this man showed up versus Jiraiya. The Diva Path is popping the squat. Who's that? The Preta Path next to him. He's not even fully looking at the camera. He got half his body in the photo. Ashura Path, hand on his hip. Naraka Path, arms across. The Human Path, not only is he blind right now, dog, his hair is just blowing in the wind. They even had to stop real quick to make sure they were looking good while invading the Leaf Village. Kishimoto even pulled the Oda, bro. He made somebody look raw when we just saw their silhouette. But y'all didn't think I was not going to include this panel, right? If you Google cool anime villains, this panel is going to pop up. This panel of Pain, floating above the Leaf Village, about to use Almighty Push, is aura personified. The fact that he floated up there for a bit before launching the attack, he wanted to make sure they saw him. He was aura farming. And you know I had to give him bonus points for being able to run like Sonic. And like we've done previously, it's time to get to the quotes, and I'm telling y'all right now, you are allowed to pause this video and go listen to Pain's Cycle of Hatred speech. I'm not a D writer, but the voice acting in this scene by Pain's English voice actor is literally perfection. This speech is up there with the I Have a Dream one, because like, boy, some of the content in this speech, we are just ordinary people, driven to revenge in the name of justice. But if revenge is called justice, then that justice breeds yet more revenge, and it becomes a chain of hatred. He's spitting. Those who do not understand Pain can never know true peace. Pain be having the lines that just have you sit back and thinking, yo, maybe my life ain't that hard. Like, I don't really think I've been going through it. Sometimes you must hurt in order to know, fall in order to grow, Lose in order to gain, because life's greatest lessons are learned through pain. He even started rhyming on them. Naruto had no chance. Like, Naruto really got taught no jutsu by pain as he not to jump there. Like, pain is one of them ones. And next up, at the number 2 spot, Kishimoto really dedicated like 5 pages to this man showing up. When Sasuke and Kakashi showed up at the Chunin exams finals, pure aura. And then the lob of the century. Everybody knew who it was, but what did Genma say to throw Sasuke the lob? Your name? And then Sasuke says, Sasuke Uchiha. Bro, I had to speed this up because they spent over a minute on Sasuke and Kakashi's entrance. This was pure aura. The way it's cutting away like One Piece to everybody's reaction. Sasuke's not even looking at the crowd or apologizing for being late. He just showed up looking down at the ground. He wants to be an off-guard photo master so bad. Sasuke might have Piccolo tied for the king of grand entrances, because between this one and then the 5 Kage Summit entrance, running through the hallways, it keeps panning to the people in the room. He shows up, cuts down the enemy's flags. He waged war on the world. Then what does he do? He just stands on the roof. The music starts. The music. This man Sasuke, pure aura farming. Because if your goal was to kill them, if you could sneak into the room that fast and cut down the flags, I'm pretty sure you could have like Chidori'd or cut one of them, but no, you wanted them to know you was there. It's just so raw, man. There's a reason why this is regarded as one of the best entrances in anime history. But a sneaky aura farming moment is this one. Do y'all remember the Forest of Death? The first time Sasuke used the curse mark? When that curse mark started to overcome this boy, yo. The way I thought this man was the Undertaker, because the way he was just in all black, slowly stood up, all we saw was like the redness from the curse mark activating. Like, this man Sasuke knows how to make an entrance. Look at this right here. That is a screensaver. Man, listen, even though it was the mid-2000s, you can tell Sasuke was a favorite. Like, they were playing favorites with Sasuke. This is cold. You would think Sasuke was going Super Saiyan purple or something. Like, I don't understand why in his curse mark second stage, or even as an adult, his chakra don't do this no more outside of the Susanoo. But like, that's completely different. This look is cold. Imagine. Oh my goodness, man. I don't even know what to say. But want to know what I do know? Y'all know how when Goku knows he's stronger than you, he gets very disrespectful? Sasuke is the same. Because Sasuke, why are you hitting a Neji Hyuga stance? You're not a Hyuga, you're an Uchiha, and you're proud of that. When I saw Sasuke square up with the gentle fist pose, I was like, oh no, Naruto is in for it. And then even furthermore, when he did this, yo, when I tell you, because you know how the Sharingan can copy abilities and stuff, I was like, does Sasuke know the 64 palms? Like, these were the thoughts going through my head when I was watching Naruto as a kid. I was like, yo, that is a 64 palm stance. Is Sasuke about to wall out on Naruto? He was just hitting these stances and poses for no reason. Even this one, Sasuke. What is that? But his sitting pose, aura. Everybody has done the Sasuke sitting pose in their life. Sasuke got the poses that when he do it, it's raw. But when we do it, we look corny because we're not Sasuke. And do y'all remember the first time we saw Sasuke in Shippuden? Boy, Oda is a silhouette merchant, but Kishimoto giving a silhouette to Sasuke when we already know him is next level hype building. And then the next page, it cuts to Sai, and it just looks like the sunlight is beaming down on him. The next page, we just have Sakura staring up like, yo, what am I looking at? Then it cuts to Naruto, sweating bullets, no background. We're just focused on Naruto's reaction. You have to remember, manga chapters are only like 13, 14 pages. So this chapter was literally just Sasuke aura farming. Like, the editor notes, when you submit it for the chapter, for the weekly, the notes this week just said, Sasuke shows up. Oh, Kishimoto, what else happened? Sasuke showed up. because this whole chapter was literally just us reacting to Sasuke showing up. This is hype building to the maximum. In the anime made it even more gas. I just really can't believe more than half the chapter was dedicated. Barely any dialogue. More than half the chapter was just Sasuke looking at them and them being shocked Sasuke was there. Y'all don't understand the pure neckery the Naruto Shippuden anime really had for Sasuke. For some reason, I still don't know. Episode 1 of Naruto Shippuden was this scene. For some reason, like the first 5 minutes of the anime was the Tentree Bridge arc just showing, like it gave us like a preview of Sasuke for no reason, because right after that it cut to what actually happened at the start of Shippuden, which is Naruto returning to the Leaf Village. But look at this. Look at Sakura's face. And then it's just slowly panning up. You see this figure? Do you see this figure? Why? Like, I understand that it's Sasuke. And me, my god brother, we call this Sasuke. This is swaggiest fit. We call this swag Sasuke. He just got the bathrobe open, wind glistening. I mean, hair glistening in the wind, and it's just different. But this is pure neckery. They spent like 30% of the episode on showing Sasuke. We seen the opening distance. You are my friend. Like, we seen him. We know his design. We know how he looks. And they still are giving us a slow look at this man. Oh, look at this man. We know how he looks. We see him in the opening. Shippuden, you already showed us him in episode 1 for some weird reason. It's just Sasuke, pure aura. Pure aura. He's doing sword tricks he has no business doing. But this is the ultimate flex. This body flicker when he just turned to fire was so cold because he never did this again in his life. Body flicker is such an aura farming technique. Like, he really just slowly burnt to fire. For what? Heavy Sasuke is different, man. I'm telling you, Heavy Sasuke is different. And even when, look at this right here. He's waiting for Kabuto to notice him. Look at this right here. He returned to the Leaf Village just looking, striking the pose. He wakes up, EMS, aura farming. And then Kishimoto, it's honestly Kishimoto's fault because he spent multiple pages showing Sasuke's footsteps. Then Sasuke slowly turns around as the lightning strikes the ground. It's just, he's different. Saves Kakashi from the meteor. And what does he do? What does he do? He has like 5 minutes of screen. No, he has like 40 seconds of screen time in Naruto the Last. And what does he spend it doing? He spends 20 seconds saving the Leaf Village. And the rest of the 20 seconds, aura farming. And this is the ultimate flex. This is goals. I know it's cliche and sometimes it's cringe to say you want to be like an anime character. But when Sasuke proposed to Sakura, first of all, he didn't buy her a ring. And I'm a cheapskate. I grew up on Julius and my parents taught me the value of $1. I'm a cheapskate. So Sasuke didn't even have to spend bread on a ring. He made a wedding ring. Didn't get down on one knee. Didn't do nothing lovey-dovey. He gave it to her. Said, wear that. And then they got married. That's gangster. Even well into adulthood, him and Naruto found time to aura farm. And then we gotta get to the quotes. While most Naruto quotes are like deep and like philosophical and it really makes you question things and it adds a layer of complexity to these characters, Sasuke was straight to the point. I'm the strongest in the world now. That's cold. What I have is not a dream because I will make it a reality. That's another cold one because he's saying, yeah, it's not my dream to do this because it's going to happen. And then, I don't know why, but every character who says, they have aura like, Shadow says it, Killua says it, Sasuke says it, they have aura. And then, of course, Sasuke has a moon pick. And in fact, Sasuke has so much aura that Jirobo is in this photo and it still has aura because Sasuke's in it. Sasuke has a moon pick. He's on it. And last but not least, Itachi Uchiha. Calling this man an aura farmer is honestly disrespectful to him because he doesn't do what other people do. What he does is something different. I don't even know what he does. I can't explain what he does. I should honestly cut the music, stop talking, and just show these videos and pictures because this man, he's not trying to look cool or badass. He just is. Listen, y'all. when Itachi first showed up, it was it was different. It was a Saturday night. It was 9 o'clock. It was on Cartoon Network / Toonami. This hair thingy he does, I don't even have hair like that. I got a dark Caesar with waves, y'all, but I catch myself doing this because that's how cool this is. We were like, why he got a Sharingan? Why is there cut in his headband? Why does he have one arm hanging out his jacket? I still don't know why he does this. His arm isn't broken. When I would wear like hoodies or sweaters, every chance I got, I would do this because that's how iconic and memorable the arm hanging through the cloak pose is from Itachi. But when he started fighting Kakashi, you don't understand how memorized me and my family were watching this fight. Because when he pulled the shuriken down, Kakashi retreated, the water style came up, and then Kakashi was like, yo, that was so fast, I didn't even see him do hand signs. We were just flabbergasted because we were like, so timeout. Itachi did hand signs, dug in his pocket, put his hand back in his sleeve, then put his hands back down all in a split second where Kakashi's Sharingan couldn't track him. Itachi, from the gate, out the gate, he was doing cool, badass stuff. And then this double shadow clone plan he did to Kakashi, I don't even know if this is classified as aura farmer. Like, oh snap, that's cool. Oh, that's badass. Like, no, bro. What he's doing is, you understand why Itachi stands like, oh, he could beat Madara, or oh, he could Tsukiyomi Superman. It's because when you're this type of gas, you're going to get wanked and glazed. You know how usually, like, when characters do something bad to a character we like, it makes us dislike them? Sasuke is a fan favorite character. Itachi messed him up psychologically, manipulated him. He was so bad to Sasuke, Tsukiyomi'd him, killed his family. We didn't care. We were like, yo, that's bad. Like, Sasuke, we hurt for you. But we can't dislike Itachi. He's so cool. It's like everything he does is meme worthy and just generational, because this right here, when he fake reached for Sasuke's eyes and then he pointed to himself and he was just sitting on a throne, that's different. That's different. We want to talk about iconic scenes. The point to the throne is so gangsta. We're supposed to be rooting for Sasuke here. It's hard to have more aura than Sasuke because you just saw all the hype I gave Sasuke. But Itachi was doing it. He was just out aura farming Sasuke. And then even right here, the kunai training. Itachi does it perfectly, then he just looks up right at us. When he turns to crows, that looks raw, and then his sacrifice, like when he pokes Sasuke on the forehead for the last time. This is supposed to be a sad and emotional moment. Yet, it's kinda raw because the way Itachi just poked his forehead, like this right here is a perfect screensaver. And even when Itachi was in Edo, and then he hugged Sasuke for the true final time, this is a bar too. When he ran into Orochimaru and Orochimaru tried to steal his body, Itachi did the typical badass anime character thing. Just had his eyes closed, then calmly flexed on Orochimaru. But this right here, this was just Kishimoto trying to tell us, yeah, Itachi is my prized possession. Because the way we just see the sun glimmering in Deidara's eyes, he turns around slowly, and when he looks at Itachi, we just see the sun behind Itachi, the silhouette, Deidara just looking mad shocked, and then him saying, this is art. Looking at somebody else and saying this is art is nuts, but that's how Kishimoto really wanted to portray Itachi. Deidara literally had to snap himself out of it and like come back to his senses because he realized he is just staring in awe at Itachi. Kishimoto, this is a W aura farm. And of course, it looks just as cold in the black and white version, but the anime really super gassed this scene because it looks like Deidara's in heaven or something. And in his eyeballs, we just see him staring at Itachi. Then we see Itachi, eyes glowing red, sunlight behind him, just looking. This is how you make a character a fan favorite. This is gas. And now it's time to get to the quotes and one-liners. When facing Kabuto, Itachi said, oh, every jutsu has a risk. And this jutsu's risk is me. And that is why he's considered the Batman of the Narutoverse. And what else he has? So tell me, where should I go? To the left, where nothing is right? Or to the right, where nothing is left? Itachi be having those lines and quotes that make you feel like your life is boring and you haven't been through nothing. Because how many people can just apply this quote to their daily life, but when Itachi say it, you like, yo, he really been through it. Like, this is some philosophical stuff. Don't be quick to judge me after all. You only see what I chose to show you. Talk to them, Itachi. These quotes, man. And then this one right here. People live their lives bound by what they accept as correct and true. That's how they define reality. But what does it mean to be correct or true? Merely vague concepts. Their reality may all be a mirage. Can we consider them to simply be living in their own world, shaped by their beliefs? It's not just his design, it's not just his abilities, it's not just his fight scenes, it's his quotes that really, quotes just stick with people, man. In the world of battle rap, we call these quotables. Lines that you just repeat when the rap battle is over, that you just say around your house. And Itachi, as you can clearly see, has a lot of them. And of course, you can't be an ore farmer, especially in Naruto, without a moon picture. And Itachi's moon picture is arguably the most iconic in anime. That Itachi squatting on the pole, the telephone pole, with the moon behind him as Sasuke is running home, iconic. So while Naruto has a lot of aura farmers, and I mean a lot, this is the list I decided to go with, but let's keep it real, it could have been like a top 10, a top 20, but yeah fam, I did not expect this video to be that long at all. I thought it was going to cap out around like 15 minutes, but the more panels I looked at, I was like, yo, these boys is cold. So yes, that is why I had y'all here for over 13 minutes. Well, at least you know I'm officially back, right? Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. There's definitely more stuff on the way. Word to everything. See you next time.